we're going to cover percentage. Now, what does percentage actually mean? Percent means per cent. Cent is an American currency. In every dollar, you will have 100 cents. Thus, we mean percent means for every 100. This means that if we say 25%, it means 25%. This is the sign that represents percent. So if we say 25%, it means 25 out of 100. Okay. Now, if this fraction represents percent, then B is equal to 100 and A is the rate of fraction. So, this A by B being the fraction, this being 100, this being the rate of percentage. We normally will find a lot of questions that are based on percentage. When we solve questions which are from ratio and proportion, from profit and loss, and basically business based questions. For example, if we say that a company pays 30% of its revenues as salary, 20% is paid away as, let's say, rent, 25% gets paid as utilities, 10% are other expenses, and the remaining is, let's say, 15,000 rupees. So, what is the total revenue? Now here, as we know that percent means from every 100, this means that if we sum it all up, 30 plus 20 plus 25 plus 10, this should be, and the remaining amount, let's call it as remainder, this should be equal to 100, right? So this becomes 85 plus remainder equals 100. Thus the remainder is 15% of the revenue. Okay, we get remainder as 100 minus 85 as 15% of the revenue. Now we know that the remainder is 15,000. So if the remainder is 15,000 and it is equal to 15% into revenue, then the revenue becomes right, this goes away, you have 1 lakh rupees as your revenue. Let's take one more example here. In other words, we can also say how much is 30 represented as a percent of 50. This means 50 is 100%, then 30 is what percent? Let's say this is X, then our equation becomes thus x is equal to 60% of 60%. So 30 is equal to 60% of 50. I hope the theory is clear to all of you. This is a bit basic, but I hope the practice session will tell you a lot of different varieties of questions that we will deal with. Okay, so best of